It is finally GOLAZO Day, a new promo, original promo that is, coming for the first time in a while now. We've got like almost the full team leaked for it right now, and also some bad news potentially about the Aloeiron SBC that we will talk about. And more goalkeepers turn, or more outfield players turn to goalkeepers today because fuck knows why. There weren't more fantasy upgrades, right? But Roberto Carlos is 2.3 mil on the market right now as a goalkeeper. People are still buying these cards up in case we do get compensation of some kind. There was a FUT Birthday Saka goalkeeper on the market just a little bit ago. Is it still up? Let's see. It is not still up. Okay, so unfortunately I can't show you Saka, but I don't like, I mean, how does it, how? And also, I will be opening the hero pick today. Once again, I've got the 87 plus. Yeah, Encore hero pick. Open that in the video. But how was FUT Birthday? You know, what do you think about it? I think it was overall pretty decent. I don't think it was amazing. I don't think it was bad for sure. It definitely moved the power curve pretty quickly. A lot of 2 playstyle plus cards with cracked stats. So we'll see what team of the season looks like, but they're gonna all probably have 3 playstyle pluses, which is pretty insane to think about also. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. And also a lot of good evolutions. I still hate the paid ones, but there were a lot of good free ones too. Like Birthday Magic is a good free one. 2-footed attack, good free one. So it did have some good evos too. I will give them credit for that for sure. But yeah, what do you think about FUT Birthday? Is it a W? Is it an L? Is it like, meh? I mean, like, I don't know what to really say about it. It's so hard to be like, oh, it's a good promo when like the gameplay is in the state it is right now. But obviously I want to try and separate the two. And also Rivals Rewards came out again today, and these are crashing the market hard. We need to remember for every Thursday that pretty much everything in packs goes down after Rivals Rewards, because these rewards are so much better now. Almost everyone playing is in like Division 3 plus at this point because you can't get relegated, right? All you need is a pretty good hot streak once to go up like a division, and the rewards now, like I got Division 2 rewards, which is 2 86x3s, and 86s used to be right around the 10k range. They're like 6,000 coins right now. The FUT Birthday cards have also seen a pretty big drop, so basically we need to just remember from now on with these new Rivals Rewards that the market is crashing on everything in packs on Thursday. Picking a random card, Leon Goretzka FUT Birthday, right? And even he's very expensive. You wouldn't expect his pack weight to be very high. He was 1.5 before Rivals Rewards, now 1.25. So it is almost any price range of any card that's in packs, it's going down on Thursday. And for GOLAZO, we need to remember that it's going to start becoming kind of what it used to be, I think. The buy time will be on Thursday now. Oh, here's the Saka right here. I forgot I was looking at it. Yeah, 4.6 million for a goalkeeper Saka. eafc 24 News says no compensation is coming. I don't think we know that for sure. My guess it would be there won't be, but we don't know for sure that this will actually, there will be no compensation. We don't know that. I didn't buy it myself because I'm like, there's just no way they're compensating for that. But I mean, we never know at this point what's going to happen. I don't even know if Yaya or Schneider compensation has even come out yet. I have not heard or seen anything about that. So that'll be kind of interesting to see how many coins people end up getting. But people were buying so many of these goalkeeper cards just hoping to get compensation. I would not be doing that myself. Now, the rumor is that Vinny's supposed to be today or tomorrow. It's going to be this weekend, apparently, for Vinicius Player of the Month, and it will probably look something like this with probably 2 playstyle pluses. Someone said it's going to look very similar to his Team of the Year honorable mention card, which looks like this with 2 playstyle pluses, Quick Step and Trickster. It's about 1.5 mil on the market. I'd expect something pretty similar to this, even in stats, and possibly maybe just like 1 different playstyle here. Maybe it's Quick Step and something else. Now we could see some fodder rises because fodder is so low right now. I know I'm getting into market stuff before we even get into leaks, but like it's just kind of how it's going right now. 89s are in the low 20s. They have not been in the low 20s since September. I mean, they are so low right now. All these cards could pretty easily rise up. So I think 88s, especially 88s right now, are fantastic. I think I would probably club stock them right now just in case Vinny comes out. He's not super expensive. More GOLAZO SBCs come out like Aloeiron, but let's get to that right now. We got bad news for those excited for the Aloeiron SBC. 2 versions of Aloeiron are added to come, which means his SBC will probably be a worse version. So we thought we'd get like a cracked Aloeiron for 2.5 million coins at SBC. It looks like we're probably going to get a pretty downgraded version of him as an SBC that'll end up being cheaper. So we're not probably going to see the most cracked, juiced out Aloeiron yet. as an SBC, that'll be impacts. Spend your money for that one, EA says, but the SBC one will probably be a lesser version. So that's kind of some bad news about that one. Maybe some good news if you don't want to go up against him all the time, but some bad news if you're planning on completing a really cracked out version of him. And let's get into the leaks now. We've got Enzo Francescoli. I hope I'm saying his name right. I don't know if it's like Francescoli or something like that. I think it's Francescoli, but I used him in draft. He's very, very good. I actually was surprised how good his base hero was. I used it a while ago, so like when he was more on the power curve, but I like his base card a lot, so I'm hoping this one will be very good as well. We've got Cafu on the way. I mean, best right back in the game for a long time. Maybe we saw Reece James and a team of the year defenders kind of take a spot, but Cafu is insane. This one will be more. You can't afford this card. Okay, you can't afford it. Two more heroes here. We've got Kohler. So like I said, a lot of the heroes will probably be in this promo. Kohler, and we've got Clint Dempsey as well. And the top comment is, these are the ones we are packing. You're probably right. These are going to be the ones that we're going to be seeing a lot. They're probably pretty decent cards, like these stats, but you're probably going to see them a lot. We've got Prins as well. Is it Prins or Prines? I'm not too sure. And she has Aerial Plus, so I've noticed that Aerial Plus isn't quite as good after the patch, but Aerial Plus is still very good on next gen after the patch. So hopefully we could see Aerial Plus and Finesse Shot Plus, something like that. That would be actually make her pretty usable, I feel like. We've got Xabi Alonso, and his other version, what version was it? Thunderstruck. Yeah, this one when it came out was very, very good. So I'm assuming this one will also be pretty good. A good base card, you can usually tell if they'll have good promo cards or not, if their base card is good. So I'm assuming this one will also be. We got news that Van Persie is coming. We saw that yesterday, but we have news as well that Van Persie is coming as an SBC. I hope they give his like best version an SBC instead of the lower version, because supposedly he's going to get two, but I guess we'll just have to hope. And I thought this tweet from Donk here is actually very interesting. You know, imagine how much a card like this would have cost a few years ago. Nowadays equals fodder. This card in FIFA 19, 20, 21, 22 is probably 1 million coins, legit. Especially FIFA 19, this card's 1 million coins. It's crazy nowadays that this card could end up being 84,000. I know the playstyle pluses are maybe not the most insane thing ever with Ping Pass and Jockey, but it's still insane how things have changed. It's weird that we look back on things with like rose tinted glasses and like we wish these cards were expensive, but like why would we wish that when they're less attainable then? But I think what we reminisce on are cards feeling more special, and I don't think cards feel that way anymore. I'm not sure how they can change that. You know, what do you guys think a solution is? We talk about a lot on the channel, but I'm always curious to hear what you guys think that could be. That's kind of what I feel like we reminisce on. It's less like, oh, cards are more expensive then, because that's kind of dumb to be like look back on fondly, but at the same time cards were more maybe special and more unique. I don't know. What do you guys think, and why do you think our nostalgia trip so much when thinking about the older FIFAs, when at the time we didn't probably like them too much? And it'll also be pretty interesting to see what EA does with the leaks again, if they tweet out the SBCs that are coming for the next week, or if they decide not to. I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see, but it's so weird that they just pick and select what promos to have leaks for and what ones they don't want leaks for. Like, will Team of the Season have them? I mean, if Team of the Season does, then none of it makes any sense, because that'd obviously be one of the most hyped up times of the year. I don't know what they're thinking about this. I think they're just probably experimenting with like numbers. Like, are leaks driving hype to the game, or are no leaks driving hype? And they're probably comparing the numbers, is my guess, between the two. I don't know what they're doing. Let's read your comments and open our hero pick. Connor says, how's Socrates? I did him and my friends were really mad at me and said I should have done someone like Ribery. I mean, to me, I think Socrates is better looking than Ribery, so I would probably rather do Socrates myself, but I guess that's neither here nor there. I've used him and think he's pretty good, but I don't know if I'm just glazing him to make me feel better about doing him. I think you're being gaslit, by the way. No, I mean, listen, if you've used him and think he's pretty good, then he's probably pretty good, and I understand like wanting to kind of take the bias out of it potentially. I think Socrates is great. I actually think Socrates with technical plus and incisive pass plus, like in the midfield, I think he's great. Is he expensive? Yes. It's more of like, it's a meta card that's fun. Is it the top 0.00001% of the meta? Probably not, but at the same time, I've gotten rank 1 with Socrates. So like, I mean, I'm no pro player, so like you can do it, is my point. And you want to just have fun. Socrates is very unique, so the most important thing to me is just have fun, and he's very fun. User says GOLAZO is the last promo, question mark. Even if it is, 2 weeks that will take us to the 11th of April. Community Talks was the last Friday of April last year. I would also just like to point out that there are 1.25 million coins worth of paid evos on deck right now, and that's an insane last sentence, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I don't know how they know it's the last promo before TOTS. Maybe they're just guessing, and obviously we'll keep you updated with that. But TOTS has come early some years and late some years, so they could change things things up. And if they think the numbers are bad, they might just want to say like, hey, let's bring in tots now, because fuck it. No one's playing this shit game anymore. And also 1.25 million coins worth of paid evos is criminal. I know you don't have to do them all. Obviously, I'm well aware of that, but I just hate, I would love for there to be two options. You can pay for it. Sure, if you want to pay for it and skip the objectives, go for it. Or a free version with just time objectives. I don't get why there's no choice but to pay for it when you drop an SBC, or sorry, drop an evolution that's paid. There's no choice. You have to pay for it. I don't get that. A comment that got some upvotes yesterday as well, Mike Brown says, the passing is so fucked up on this game. That's my biggest problem. And I think passing in FIFA's always had issues. So there's a couple like underlying problems with this. Passing in FIFA's never been great. It really kind of never has been. You combine that now with incisive pass and no incisive pass, right? So they had to make through balls technically better with certain play styles. So you now have cards without incisive pass that suck at through balls, obviously. And there's also long ball pass and pinged pass. So and tiki-taka. So if they don't have those play styles, that also makes passing worse. Then on top of all the passing issues just in itself and the play styles in itself, you then have the auto press, where interceptions are just all the time and your players are constantly pressed. So that will never help with passing. I mean, there's just, passing is destined to be fucked up when you can't balance the two, and having defense that's extremely OP with passing without incisive pass plus, or ping pass plus, or long ball pass plus, whatever, that isn't great. I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster. They have to find the balance in there somewhere. And step one, get rid of the stupid goddamn auto press. It's the worst addition in years. The worst addition in years to this godforsaken game that I still love, absolutely love parts of, and literally trying to make it my fucking job. But man, dude, it just pisses me off sometimes, the ideas these guys have that I just personally myself, I'm not saying I have the best ideas ever in history, but I'd chalk them immediately and say, what the fuck are we thinking? But all right, Encore Hero Pick, no hesi open, bam, let's go. What do we get? Well, I'm glad I did not take company last time if you watch the channel daily. I just decided between company and Futre, but I picked Futre instead of company, and now we got company again. So I guess that's all right. It's like 350, I want to say, but it's not the best thing ever. No, it's like 450. Okay, I mean that's still pretty decent. So I mean, I'll take it. It's probably more than the pack, so I guess that's all right. What have you guys gotten? You're excited for GOLAZO? Yay! Thank you for watching every day. I love you. Next video very soon. Peace.